You are listening to ChartingWealth.com for Friday the 15th of June, 2017. We see everything down for the day. The S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, the 20-year Treasury bond fund, and gold. Let's jump right into the S&P 500. We see that it is down for the day. We had a red open box candle for the week. The PPO price percent oscillator continuing to slide sideways. In fact, we've been going sideways since about the time we saw the weekly vertical crossover occur. We continue to see a buildup in the derivative oscillator. It continues to build energy, but as we delve into the two-day chart, you can see even more that long sideways slide now portending down because we have a red closed box candle with a large down wick, and we see that the PPO is moving toward the signal line. Derivative oscillators reducing energy. This is on the two-day chart. What's so interesting is look at the high for the day, 243.91, settled out at 243.18. It's been around the 243, 244 mark since the weekly vertical crossover. Just crazy. So is it topping out? Well, it sure doesn't look like it has a lot of energy to pop. But again, this market has had some crazy long legs. We are not in the S&P trade now. Why? Because we had the 4-hour chart crossover going down. Also as weak as that sideways slide has been. Nothing to get excited about. If it does rotate back over going up on the 4-hour chart, then sure, we might look at jumping in the S&P 500, but not yet. Now let's go to the Qs. What do we see going on there? Well, on the weekly chart, the Qs is getting close to a crossover going down. Now remember, it crossed over going down all the way back on the 13th and then popped right back up again the following week. Again, the market keeps trying to top out and then grabs some more legs. Although this looks substantially weaker than it was back around the weeks ending the 24th and the 31st of March. So we'll continue to watch. We may be looking at getting into something like PSQ, which is an inverse fund for the Qs. So again, we'll keep our eyes on that, but we do not have a Qs trade at this point. As we look at the two-day chart, 3 strong, well really 2.5 because this is the first day on the 15th of June of the two-day candle. So 5 strong down days on the Qs. We had a crossover on the two-day chart going down back on the two-day candle ending on the 12th of June. So again, things are not looking strong in the Qs, but did you not love that wonderful run up from about, was it 136 all the way to a high of 243.80. Beautiful. That's nice price movement, my friends. And we'll see if we can ride some down moves if indeed that comes up. And again, by that we mean inverse trades. You want to know more about inverse trades, go to chartingwealth.com and listen to the video cast we have there. I think it's called Inverse Funds, How to Make Money When Markets Crash. So pay attention to that. Please, you will get a kick out of it. It will tell you a lot about inverse funds and how to utilize them. Now let's keep pushing through these charts. We're going to go back to the weekly and we're going to check out TLT, the 20-year bond fund. Remember, it crossed over going up way back on February the 3rd on the weekly vertical, slid sideways for quite a while, and then we have seen over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, now going on 5 weeks, lots of strong up movement. If we delve into that a little more on the two-day chart, we can see particularly the last 2.5 days, we had some nice price appreciation. Down a little bit for the day on Thursday, 0.16%, but again, still a big, strong candle. Let's take a look, and that's a two-day candle forming. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, see what we see. Had that huge price movement up on the 14th and then sort of petering out there on sliding sideways there on the 15th. So we'll continue to watch, see what we see on that. Price movement is above the old two-day trend line, still well above the weekly trend line. So we'll continue to keep an eye on it. Remember, we had that vertical crossover going up on the two-day chart on the afternoon on the 14th. So continue to keep an eye on things, and we will watch how the bond fund appreciates. Okay, lastly, we're going to go to gold. Gold was down again, strong, down 0.42%. We've, of course, broken through the weekly trend line and well way back the 2-day trend line. We have what looks like is forming up to be a spinning top, means lots of indecision. Got a long wick on top, a long wick on the bottom, and then a solid red body. Hasn't crossed over going down yet on the weekly chart, but we do see that the derivative oscillator's already turned red. As we get into the 2-day chart, what do we see? Again, we are traveling, and our chart is loading up very, very slowly on gold. Again, we apologize for coming to you so late today. Got caught up in some bad storms. What do we see on our 2-day chart? Well, we again have three strong down candles, really 5 days of strong down candles. Crossed over going down, actually, the latest 2-day candle. Once it ends, will most likely be, unless it pops way up tomorrow on gold, will be continued down movement. But remember, this 4-hour chart, we keep telling you how beautiful it is for a total trading chart. Works over and over and over. Would have gotten you in somewhere around, 121? And it's ridden all the way down now to 119.30. So $2 in appreciation. Now you might say, wait a minute. Gold's going down. Remember, there's also an inverse gold fund, D, G, Z, Delta, Golf, Zulu. And of course, it has appreciated as gold has depreciated. So again, we have inverse funds to help us capture when we have opposite price movement from the underlying equity or security. Folks, that is where we are. We want you to subscribe to our daily market review. How do you do that? Well, you go to chartingwealth.com, and by doing that, what do you get? Well, you get this review every day, plus you get the big bonuses. You get our How to Read a Stock Chart video, the link to that. You get all the trainings that we offer, just about all of them. There are some specialized trainings that we do have to approve folks for, but the training we have coming up very soon on our Bitcoin chart, we're going to provide to everyone who actually subscribes to our podcast. We keep showing this at the end, subscribes to our email. We keep showing this at the end of all the casts. And again, since I'm traveling, I may not be able to get the layout to load up, but it is the one that we have prepared with a true strength index that helps you chart Bitcoin's up and down movements. Again, just for fun, Bitcoin is fascinating to me. These cryptocurrencies are. That is not going to load up for us. But in order to get that training, you also need to be a member. And all you have to do for free, go to the website, put in your first name, your email address. We will then send you all those updates. Beside the How to Read a Stock Chart video, you get the layout that we use at freestockcharts.com. You'll also get that Bitcoin layout. And in addition to that, you get all 3 of our daily market worksheet, our weekly market worksheet, and our trade worksheet. That trade worksheet, extremely important when you do practice trades. It helps you follow the getting in, the exiting, what you learned during the middle of all of it, keep up with what's going on then, why you exited, and then what you learned overall. Let me tell you, you want to supercharge your training, you chart your work, not only the stocks, but you chart the work that you do and what you learn. And I will tell you, you typically learn more from the mistakes you make than, of course, when the market just bounds up unexpectedly. You happen to be in an up trade and things go great and you think you're a genius. Well, when you really think you're a genius is when unexpected things happen. You pull yourself out at the right time. You don't take a hammering loss, or you stay in for a good reason and you get a nice long run like we just saw in the Qs. You have questions, problems, concerns, my friends, we love to hear from you. You can always write us cw@chartingwealth.com. That's CW as in Charting Wealth, cw@chartingwealth.com. Also, we'll give you an alert if there's a weekly vertical crossover going down. If you've not already signed up for our text service, you need to do that. You simply text to the number 33222 the word Charting Wealth. We'll make sure that you receive that. We only send out maybe 1 or 2 texts a month. Of course, like everything, we do not share your number. We do not share your email address with anyone. God bless you, my friends. Thanks so much for being with us from chartingwealth.com.